إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد, I welcome all of you and we continue reading from al-Mulakh.khas al-Fiqhee of our noble Shaykh al-Allama الدكتور الوالد صالح الفوزان بن فوزان حفظه الله تعالى ومتعه بالصحة والعافية وغفر له ولوالديه وللمسلمين والمسلمات آمين. We're still in the section of marriage in the chapter of عشرة النساء that we started last week. The Shaykh is given guidelines and advices that the husband and his wife should know. As Muslims, when they get married, they should know, because this is how they deal with one another according to what's pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's the mistake some people they do. A man just look for a woman, marry her, that's it. And they move together, they never study anything about marriage. How are they going to live together, these two people? How are they going to live together? How are they going to fulfill her rights and fulfill his if he doesn't even know what they are? They don't even know the rights of one another. They don't know their obligations. They don't know how to interact with one another. They don't know what's lawful from what's not. SubhanAllah. Dangerous, very dangerous indeed. And therefore, if they don't learn, they may fall into things that are haram. I'm thinking that they're doing each other a favor. And they may neglect a lot of obligations, and they think it's not a big deal. And of course, if a person is unable to do certain things, Allah does not burden a soul beyond scope. But at least we need to know. Aina. The last point we stopped at is the Shaykh said it is permissible for the husband to take his wife with him on a journey, as the Prophet ﷺ did that, and the Sahaba, they used to do that, as long as that journey is for what is halal. If the man should not go on a journey that is haram for himself, but if a man wants to do that, then the woman, she should know. That's why she should know. She should, I can't go with you. You're going to disobey Allah. I can't do that. And if she doesn't know, then her wali, her family, father, uncles, brothers, and the like, they will like, no, you can't go with him. And even Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, he mentioned, if this man is known with these things, then they should advise this man. Otherwise, something need to be done about that. Okay? It's a serious matter. We continue. قال الشيخ الفوزان حفظه الله. I think this is a point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The one we're going to do today is number 8. I know. Number 7 was the one about the safar, the honeymoon, la lune du miel. C'est ça? French. The honeymoon, that was number 7, because the travel, and then we have the honeymoon, okay, which is the Shaykh call it the poison moon. Oh, there is no honeymoon in going and doing the haram and disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah musta'an. Number 8, ويحرم على الزوج وطء زوجته حال حيضها لقوله تعالى ويسألونك عن المحيض قل هو أذى فاعتزلوا النساء في المحيض ولا تقربوهن حتى يطهرن فإذا تطهرن فأتوهن من حيث أمركم الله إن الله يحب التوابين ويحب المتطهرين. It is strictly forbidden for a man to have intercourse with his wife while in her menstruation. If she's in her menstruation, it is haram for him to enjoy her in the same way before she got her menses. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and they ask you about menstruation, say it is harm. So keep away from wives during menstruation, meaning do not have relations with them. This doesn't mean go somewhere else. No, you live in the same house, you share the same bed, everything is normal except for intercourse. It's haram. And do not approach them until they are pure, until their cycle come to an end. And when they have purified themselves, then come to them from where Allah has ordained for you. Indeed, Allah loves those who are constantly repentant and love those who purify themselves. Al-Baqarah 222. طيب. I was going to share something with you from our noble Sheikh Sheikh Raslan حفظه الله تعالى. قال وكذلك يحرم الوطء في الدبر لأنه محرم. أي نعم محرم. قال ابن تيمية وإن عرف الزوج بذلك فرق بينهما لأنه مصر على كبيرة. Likewise, it is strictly forbidden for a man to enjoy his wife from behind. والعياذ بالله, in the anus. لا إن شاء الله تعالى لا حياء في الدين. So this is certain thing that the people need to know. Ibn Taymiyyah, he says if a man is known to do this heinous act, then they're supposed to separate between them, because now he's persistent upon a major sin. والعياذ بالله. أما في الحيض قال الشيخ رسلان حفظه الله له أن يباشرها، يعني الزوج أن يباشر زوجته وهي متزرة لفعل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ولا تمكنه إلا أن يغلبها. نعم. Sheikh Raslan, he says when a woman in her menses is haram, is forbidden for a man to enjoy her in the way that Allah has ordained. However, he can enjoy his wife, but she has to wrap around herself an izar or something for protection. If the man forces his wife to do that, then there is nothing against her. فإن فعل فإن صح الحديث عليه كفارة دينار أو نصف دينار. The Shaykh says if a man does this, then, and if the hadith is sound, then there is expiation involved, a dinar or a half dinar for the one who have intercourse with his wife and her menses. قال الشيخ رسلان إن كان أول العادة فدينار وإن كان في آخرها نصف دينار. لماذا؟ لاشتياقه يقول. Said if this happened to him at the beginning of her cycle, then he has to give a nisf dinar, actually a dinar, a dinar, a whole dinar. But if it was in the end of the cycle, it's half dinar. Why? Because at that moment he's been waiting for a little while. Okay, no, subhanallah. No, it's more than $1. It's more. A dinar is a golden coin, so its value is high. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's high because it's a golden. When you hear a dinar, you should think about gold. When you hear a dirham, in the terminology of the fuqaha, you think about silver. Because the dinar was a golden coin and the dirham was a silver coin. Okay, so it's more than $1, yes, because it's a golden coin. Still giving you benefit from Sheikh Raslan. قال مسألة إذا طهرت بعد طلوع الشمس المرأة وطلب منها زوجها الاغتسال ليستمتع بها، يعني هذا حقه، فقالت لن تغتسل حتى وقت الظهر. قال ليش أنا أغتسل الآن؟ ما في صلاة، أنتظر حتى يأتي وقت الظهر واغتسل للصلاة. فماذا؟ قال له أن يجبرها. Now the Shaykh, he mentioned a question. What if a woman, in the morning after the sunrise, her cycle come to an end, and her husband wants her to go and take a bath so he can enjoy her. She says, no, I'm going to wait. She's going to wait until Dhuhr time so she can make ghusl for Salat. He said he has the right to force her to do that, to take a bath. Okay? Because that's a right that he has. So now what if he's forced her now? He forced her to take that bath. Is that bath enough for her for Salat al-Dhuhr? Huh? أحسنت نعم لا يجزئها. Let's say if he forced her and she did it and then something happened, he went to work, he got a call or whatever, he fainted, whatever, fall off the steps or went to the ER. Nothing happened between them. Because if something happens, she still have to take a shower anyway. Alright? No. الله أكبر. قال Sheikh al-Fawzan, point number, I have to mark them. So the one that we mentioned was 8, right? 9 inshallah. Point number 9. قال وللزوج إجبار زوجته على إزالة وسخ وأخذ ما تعافه النفس من شعر يجوز أخذه وظفر ومنعها من أكل ما له رائحة كريهة لأن ذلك ينفره عنها. الله أكبر. Said it is permissible for the husband to force his wife to remove some filth around as related to her body or her clothing and the like. And also he will tell her, give her an order to remove the things that push him away from her, like extra hair somewhere, and long nails and the like. Likewise, he can. It's for the man to prevent his wife from eating certain food that have a repulsive smell to him. Okay? Because whenever she eat that food, he can't stand it. He will say, do not eat that food. Okay? Because you keep him away from her. Now, Sheikh Raslan, inshallah, he brought an example. قال مثال أمرها أن تزيل ما ينفر منه مثل أن تحلق الشارب. المرأة لها شارب. فقال احلقي هذا الشارب. For example, the Sheikh said it is a man, he has a wife, but she has a mustache. Mustache, right? And he says shave that mustache because a woman shouldn't look like a man, okay? So she grow. Usually the women, they do not grow mustache, but it may be a woman once a while, you may find one like that. So the husband says, get rid of it, okay? What she said to him, what was his answer? She said, لا أفعل. She said, I won't do that. لماذا why? قالت لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول أعفو اللحى وقص الشارب. She said to him, because the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he says, trim the mustache, don't shave it. So what is the answer now? That was for man. أين هذه فقيهة. This woman, she has some fiqh, alhamdulillah. He said, no, that's for for men. Al-a'fu liha, leave the beard alone, and trim the mustache. Now, point number 10. قال الشيخ الفوزان حفظه الله ويجبرها يعني الزوج على غسل نجاسة وأداء واجب كالصلوات الخمس. Likewise, يجبرها على غسل نجاسة. Also, he has the right to order her to remove impurities and fulfilling an obligation, such as the prayers, the 5 obligatory prayers. He ordered her to pray. It's not like whatever she pray or don't pray. No, he said, tell her, you pray. And if she's like, I don't feel like praying, he says, no, it's not whether you feel like or not. You gotta pray. Get up and pray now. أي نعم. فلو امتنعت عن أدائها ألزمها بذلك وأدبها. If she refused, أي نعم, of observing the prayer, he, meaning the husband, is obliged to discipline her. أي نعم. What's fit to do according to what's pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فإن صلت وإلا حرمت عليه الإقامة معها. If she continued to refuse, she still don't like us, she ain't praying, then it is prohibited for him to continue living with her. I know. He can't live with her and she don't pray, she refuses to pray. وكذلك عليه إجبارها على ترك المحرمات واجتنابها. Likewise, he has to oblige her to leave all the haram. If she's doing anything haram, backbiting, whatever, she said, he obliged her to leave all of this haram and to avoid it, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الرجال قوامون على النساء بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض. Men are in charge of women by a right of what? The qualities that Allah has given one over the other. Also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة عليها ملائكة غلاظ شداد لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون. Surah Al-Tahrim. O you who have believed, protect yourselves and your families from a fire whose fuel is people and stones, over which are appointed angels, harsh and severe. They do not disobey Allah in what He commands them, but do what they are commanded. So if the woman, she's not praying, she's putting herself on the path of destruction. So when the husband tell her to pray and he's consistent and concerned, she should be happy, because he wants good for her. She shouldn't tell him, none of your business, you go pray. Or she tell him, who are you to tell me? She still don't know who he is. See, that's the problem we say when they just married for not knowing. If a woman make a statement like that, who are you to tell me what to do? SubhanAllah, well, she don't know the man that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said so much about him. He has so much rights. SubhanAllah, and she's still going to make a statement, who are you to tell me where I'm going to go, and who are you to tell me this, or are you to talk to me, or are you to order me to pray? Because he's not ordering her with haram, he's ordering her with something that is good for her. Because if she pray, it's good for her, but some women don't know. Now, also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وأمر أهلك بالصلاة واصطبر عليها لا نسألك رزقا نحن نرزقك والعاقبة للتقوى. And enjoin prayer upon your family and be steadfast therein. We ask you not for provision, we provide for you, and the best outcome is for those of righteousness. That was Surah Taha. وأثنى الله على نبيه إسماعيل عليه السلام بقوله واذكر في الكتاب إسماعيل إنه كان صادق الوعد وكان رسولا نبيا وكان يأمر أهله بالصلاة والزكاة. Surah Maryam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praised his prophet Ismail alayhi salam by saying, and mention in the book Ismail, indeed he was true to his promise, and he was a messenger and a prophet. And he used to enjoin on his people prayer and zakat. Prayer and zakat. So when a husband tell his wife pray, or he tell his children, go son pray, daughter did you pray? Not yet, go pray now. You should be happy, because they calling you to that which is good for you, that which is pleasing to Allah. SubhanAllah, can you imagine if a father said to his son, son, did you get the gift I get you? What gift? You see? The face changed. Says the gift is over there in your room. Go get it now. You think this Idris, what that son will say? You think he's going to say, I don't want to get it. I don't want no gift? What would he say? Yes, I want to get it. He will be happy. He will leave everything and run to it, right? What is more important, a gift from Dollar General or the Salat? Huh? Huh? Salat. Hey. It's like 99 cents gift. You're going to throw everything and jump and get it and with a smile on your face. Now when your mother or father tell you go pray, something they're going to lead you to the Jannah, what are you going to do? You're going to have a face and you're depressed and you're walking like this. Like, you should be very happy when they tell you go pray. Oh, prayer. Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. I love you, mother. I love you, father. You remind me to pray. Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. I'm going to go pray. I know, because the prayer put you on the path of Jannah.
Instead of saying all that, why don't you go do it then?
Who?
Instead of saying Allahu Akbar.
Yeah. Who? The boy? Yeah, he's going to do it. But after that, he's going to show that he's happy, right? Oh, yeah. You got me on that one. You got me. Yeah. Who's supposed to be shy? You got me. Wait until we get home, man. Now you're right. That's a good reminder. Yes, why aren't we happy after Salat? Subhanallah. But we're not going to say it in that same Allahu Akbar, because the Prophet ﷺ, we don't have no report that the Prophet ﷺ used to, but he used to say Astaghfirullah. But we should be happy ourselves. We shouldn't do it in front of others to show others that I'm happy, but we should be happy inside, in our heart, that alhamdulillah, we just finished the prayer. Not like some of us, we're like, man, I just prayed Allahu Akbar, I finished praying, like it was a burden or something on his shoulders. No. نعم. قال فالزوج مسؤول عن زوجته وهو مسترعى عليها ومسؤول عن رعيته خصوصا وأنها, we still in point number 10, خصوصا وأنها تربي أولاده وترأس أسرته فإذا فسدت أخلاقها واختل دينها أفسدت عليه أولاده وأهل بيته. الله أكبر. Look at this golden advice the Shaykh, he says why the husband has to make sure that his wife, she's righteous, she's upon the right path, she's learning, she's this, she's praying, she has good manners, she has good akhlaq, she's learning the aqidah. أي نعم. Why? He says the husband is responsible for the righteousness, religiousness, meaning that she's religious, she's righteous, and she's practicing the religion in a proper way, and she has good manners, the manners of al-Islam, as she is the one who raises his children and leads the family as well. Hence, if she, meaning the wife, and she is the mother of the children, if she is corrupt and negligent of her religion, she will surely cause the corruption of his children and his family. Allahu Akbar. And that's true. May find a mother, don't pray, still young, don't wear that. No problem. Even sometimes the son or the daughter, they may come in the house because they in school, some of their peers say, we pray, we do this, and they want to do that. No, you're only 14. Forget about the prayer. When you move out my house, you can do whatever you want to do. This is not good. Really not. Sometimes you find the parents, a husband and a wife, which is the father and mother, they fighting each other because of the children. He wants them to pray, he wants them to read Quran, but she has another program for them. And it could be the other way around too. The wife, she wants the children to read Quran, to be this, but the husband, he's on another plan. Nas'Allah as-salam al-afiyah. But the Shaykh is giving example to the husbands. This is because if the mother, that wife, is corrupt and negligent of her religion, she will surely cause the corruption of his children and his family. Accordingly, Muslims should fear Allah with regard to their wives and observe their conduct. نعم. فعلى المسلمين أن يتقوا الله في نسائهم ويتفقدوا تصرفاتهن وقد قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم استوصوا بالنساء خيرا حسنه الألباني في الإرواء وفي سنن ابن ماجه. نعم, the Muslims should fear Allah with regard, meaning the men, the husbands, with regards to their wives, and observe their conduct, as the Prophet ﷺ said, treat women kindly. Point number 11. قال الشيخ حفظه الله ويلزم الزوج أن يبيت عند زوجته إذا كانت حرة ليلة من 4 ليال إن طلبت منه ذلك لأن أكثر ما يمكن أن يجمع معها من النساء 3 مثلها ولأن كعب بن السوار قضى بذلك عند عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه واشتهر ولم ينكر. هذا رأي بعض الفقهاء وهذا دليله وتعليله. لكن في هذا الاستدلال والتعليل عند الشيخ تقي الدين نظر حيث يرى أن التزوج ب4 لا يقتضي أنه إذا تزوج بواحدة فقط يكون حال الانفراد كحال الاجتماع والله أعلم. And the Sheikh mentioned the husband is required to spend one of every 4 nights with his wife, provided she is a free woman, if she asks him to do so. This is because he cannot marry but 3 other women besides her, and has to spend a night with each in this case. This is based on the fact that Ka'b ibn Siwar passed such a judgment during the Khilafah of Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu, and it was such a well-known judgment that it was met with approval, and none contradicted it. Nobody opposed it. It is also the opinion adopted by some of the fuqaha, the ulama, and what is mentioned above shows its proof and the principle on which it is based. However, Shaykh Taqi-ud-Din has a different view in this regard, Ibn Taymiyyah. He says that the case of being married to 1 woman differs from that of being married to 4 concerning the ruling on the number of nights spent with one's wife or wives, and Allah knows best. قال ويلزم point number 12 ويلزم الزوج الوطأ إذا قدر عليه كل ثلث سنة مرة إذا طلبت الزوجة ذلك لأن الله تعالى قدر ذلك في 4 أشهر في حق المؤلي فكذلك في حق غيره. واختار شيخ الإسلام ابن تيمية وجوبه بقدر كفاية الزوجة ما لم يضره أو يشغله عن طلب معيشة من غير تقدير بمدة. Sheikh says it is an obligatory for the potent husband to have intimacy with his wife if she asks him to do at least once every 4 months, a third of the year, which is 4 months. He said this is because Allah exalted be He decreed that the maximum period for a husband who swears not to have intercourse with his wife is 4 months. So scholars apply this ruling on other cases of men. Yet Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah ta'ala views that a man enjoying himself with his wife is obligatory according to the wife's satisfaction, and that it is not restricted to a certain period, as long as it does not cause harm to the husband or keep him from seeking provision. نعم. قال وإن سافر الزوج فوق نصف سنة, because this is very important, because some men they just leave. نعم. They need to know these rulings. وإن سافر الزوج فوق نصف سنة, especially those who wants to go with Jama'at Tabligh for 4 months. Okay? So you need to know these things. They tell you, oh, I'm married, doesn't matter, tawakkul ala Allah. But her rights, يا أخي مؤمنة هي مؤمنة. ما قال لك والمؤمنات يعني ما عندهم حق. أي نعم. وإن سافر الزوج فوق نصف سنة وطلبت الزوجة قدومه لزمه ذلك إلا في سفر حج واجب أو غزو واجب أو كان لا يقدر على القدوم، فإن أبى القدوم من غير عذر يمنعه وطلبت الزوجة التفريق بينهما فرق بينهما الحاكم بعد مراسلته، لأنه ترك حقا عليه تتضرر الزوجة بتركه. He says, نعم، وإن سافر if the husband has been abroad, he travels for more than 6 months, and his wife asks him to come back, the husband is obligated to do so. Obligated to do so, unless he is performing an obligatory Hajj pilgrimage, which in our times take 2 weeks, a month at the most. But before, yes, he used to take longer than that. He said, unless if he is performing an obligatory Hajj, or participating in jihad, the true one, or unable to come back. He has a valid reason not to come back, okay? But if he refuses to come back without having any excuse preventing him from coming back, and so she asks for separation, the judge or the one in authority is to separate them after informing the husband. This is because the husband has neglected one of the wife's rights, which causes her harm. Now you find a man, 5 years. Where are you? I didn't get the green card yet. Still trying to find a way. These people, they need to ask this question. Or they're going to go to another country and stay there for 10 years, never. And the wife, she's over there. She's still there, right? Still waiting. 10 years, 15, subhanAllah. And especially when the person go to another country, he go and get married in that country. He get married to 2 women, not just one. And what about the one that back where it is? And they just, because they don't know, they just like the custom. No, be patient. You can't do that. No, you can't ask for divorce. You can't ask for separation. Be okay. It's okay. And that may lead to a lot of evil. So people, they need to know these rules and make a decision based on these guidelines of Islam. I can't come. So what do you want to do? Talk to her family about it. Yes, sometimes they may be patient a little bit more. But what if the woman cannot be patient? She's harmed by that separation, by that him not being. And yes, he has the ability to come back, but he chooses not to come back. But in the same time, he's like, no, you're going nowhere. Now, the matter here is to learn and to make a decision that is pleasing to Allah. Not to do whatever you want to do, or you want to do it according to the customs and the village traditions. This is how we do it back home. It's not about how you do it or how they do it. It's about learning how it's done the right way. A lot of women are suffering, subhanAllah, because of men. They just do whatever they want to do because they think they men. In some traditions, which is they have nothing to do with the deen of Allah, they think the man has the right to do anything he wants to do. The woman have no rights. And that's what the actions of those ignorant Muslims, tyrant, that's what is displayed on the news and on the internet in these days. A woman is oppressed. Woman has no rights. Who told you woman has no rights? Woman has the best rights. No one can give her any rights, not even close to the rights that Islam gave the woman. But because of what's practiced in some of the Muslim countries by those people who they don't even know Islam, they just Muslims by affiliation because they were born in a Muslim country and they have a Muslim name, and they doing a lot of things to harm the women, and they think this is what Islam oppressed the woman, and that's not fair. That's unjust. But of course, you're gonna those people who they waiting for these things to defame the image of Islam, because they see there's a lot of their youth in Europe and America and other than that, they entering into Islam. They're like, why you want to enter into Islam? Look what they do to the women. The woman is a seventh class citizen. Because he used to be second. I don't know, maybe he's seventh right now, by now. With all of this propaganda, maybe they saying she's the seventh class by now. Okay? And they were telling her like that. But alhamdulillah, but still you see, when you look at the statistics, from the internet of course, they say that most of the people who are entering into Islam these days are women. Allahu Akbar. More women enter into Islam than men from the West. And now we ask the question, if they are so oppressed and this religion oppressed them, so why are they running into it? Keep in mind, nobody's bribing them, and nobody's giving them chocolate, nobody giving them I don't know what, like the Tansir. What they call them, the Tansir? The missionaries. Like the W's, the JW's, and all of the missionaries, they go loaded with gifts and loaded with promise and with money. They go loaded, and then we give you this and we give you that. People, they go to the internet and they're like, oh, let me look at this religion that oppress women. Let me see what it is. And then she's looking for a masjid now to take shahada. After a couple of weeks, couple of months, that same lady, she went with that intention to just look at this awful religion as they try to put it out there. What is does the woman? And she go this like, what? Every woman should be Muslim. SubhanAllah. Women are given all these rights in Islam? And SubhanAllah, it's amazing. Those people who are Christians and the like, who they say all these things about Quran and Islam, and they forget about all the tawam and all of the evil and the bad thing that they have in their teachings and this like. We tell them one thing: if your house is made out of glass, don't throw stones, man. You know. طيب. أي نعم. وإن سافر الزوج قلنا هذا نعم. If the husband travel, right? We mentioned that? And he don't want to come back, has no valid reasons, then the one in authority can separate between them. نعم. قال الشيخ تقي الدين وحصول الضرر للزوجة we still in point 12 وحصول الضرر للزوجة بترك الوطء مقتضٍ للفسخ بكل حال سواء كان بقصد من الزوج أو بغير قصد ولو مع قدرته أو عجزه كالنفقة أو لا كما في حاشية الروض المربع. He says تقي الدين Sheikh تقي الدين says the harm caused to the wife by the husband when he does not have sexual intercourse with her necessitates the invalidation of the marriage contract. This is to be applied whatever the case may be, whether it is intended by the husband or not, and whether he is potent or not, just like the ruling on maintenance, but rather worthier than that, he says. ويحرم على كل من الزوجين التحدث بما يجري بينهما من أمور الاستمتاع فقد روى مسلم أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إن من أشر الناس عند الله منزلة يوم القيامة الرجل يفضي إلى امرأته وتفضي إليه ثم ينشر سرها أخرجه مسلم من حديث أبي سعيد الخدري رضي الله عنه فدل ذلك قال الشيخ الفوزان حفظه الله فدل ذلك على تحريم إفشاء الزوجين ما يجري بينهما من أمور الاستمتاع من قول أو فعل. نعم. He mentioned also, we still under the point number 12, it is prohibited for each of the two spouses, of course, the husband and the wife, man and a woman, to tell others about their private matters related to their intimacy. Okay? And this is because the Prophet ﷺ said, verily among the most wicked of people in the sight of Allah on the day of resurrection is the man who enjoy his wife and she enjoy him, and then he divulges her secrets, talks about what happened in the bed. And that's very bad. Now, I find some Muslims who don't know, they do these things and they talk about it like nothing. Not like the kuffar who don't know much, they don't know anything and they put their business out there on Twitter, on Facebook. Facebook was not made for these things, for people to expose themselves. The Facebook, I don't know. Me personally, I don't even know how the Facebook function. If I see one, I don't even know what it is. Alhamdulillah. But I heard that yes, there is some good in it, because I've seen some of our mashayikh, they have Facebook accounts. So maybe it's just like anything else, like Twitter, like anything else. It's how you use it, right? But it's very dangerous. It's not like an email or something that you have more control. Facebook is a little bit loose, right? So whatever you put out there is out there, right? Especially if you have people that they told me that you have invited to whatever, to your contacts, because they can take whatever and put it somewhere else, right? Without your permission. You see, that's a problem. And that caused a lot of problems to a lot, especially the youth. Girls, they don't know, they don't want to learn, and they play with the internet, and they put pictures in there, secrets about themselves, about their families, and then you find wolves out there, they use that against them. They use that against them, and put them in a very, very bad positions. So you got to use that technology properly. Use it in that which is permissible. If you cannot handle it, let it go. Can't handle it, let it go. Can't handle the Facebook, close it. It shouldn't be a source of problem for you, and source of harm for you and your family. Some people, they harm not only themselves, the harm go beyond to their parents, their family, wal-iyadu billah. So it's important. But here the point is about the husband and his wife. The husband who is a man and his wife is a woman. Okay, so they should respect each other. They do not talk about what took place between them. Period. That's forbidden. Waliyadu billah. So Allah as-salama wal-afiyah. We're going to stop here. We continue. We still have like 1, 2, 3, 4 more points. We're not going to be able to finish them in this time that we have until the salat. Inshallah ta'ala, we leave that for the next time. هذا وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا.